Hello, it's time for Juel Fitzgerald with Monday's Missions from the Heart. This time I'm going to talk to you about one of my desires of my heart that you have already been hearing me talk about, but I'm going to give you a little bit more detail because people have been asking, so I was like, let me just talk about it. So, I've been 3 months in as a RedCoat usher volunteer. So this has been a bucket list for me forever. I can't even really say it's been a bucket list because to me a bucket list is something that I'm actually checking off. And RedCoat wasn't something I checked off. It was just something I wanted to do and have wanted to do for decades and decades. Even while I was still working full-time as a government employee, every time I was going to a play and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But God always kept saying, no, it's not time. It's not time. And I understood that. I had lots of roles, mother, working, on and on. The roles are a lot. And then when I retired, I thought, okay, this will work. But no, I said, nope, still got things for you to do. And RedCoat is not one of those things right now. So now at 2025, you already know I've got a couple videos that I already talked about. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put the link in for the one link that I told you that I got the position, and then the link about the year annual update because I mentioned it in there too. So anyway, but I'm going to give you we're just going to just talk about the RedCoat thing just because of me being in 3 months in. I'm still young in the volunteer experience. 3 months. I'm a new kid still on the block. So far, I've done 12 shows, 2 more to go this month, and I've been in 7 different venues. So you know me, I'm going to always have some kind of quest. I'm always going to have some kind of goal oriented kind of thing. And as a RedCoat, I am doing that right now. 2 of the goals I'm going to tell you about. The other ones you'll have to learn later because I'm not can't give you everything. God tells me to do things and put stuff in my head, but he don't tell me to tell everybody until a time. But I'll just tell you about 2 of them that I've already have talked about. And one of the goals is, we work volunteer hours and they give you different awards and stuff for all these different levels of hours as you go up, as you earn hours. So my first goal is to receive the first award, which is for 100 hours. So with the schedule that I have right now, God willing, if nothing happens with the schedule, I should reach that goal sometime in February, maybe mid-February, maybe beginning, just depends. Because sometimes stuff come up on the schedule that I wasn't planning on partaking in, and then next thing I'm doing it, like, how did that happen? Because even this month, they only assigned me 1 show, but I picked up 3 extras. So I picked up 3 extra shows that wasn't on the schedule that they gave me. So that's helping my hours right there. So like I said, first goal is the 100. And then the second goal is to at least participate in at least one time in all 14 venues. Now, if you talk to anybody who's a RedCoat or in Playhouse, they'll say it's 13 venues. I'm saying 14. Because I'm even adding, to me, it's not necessarily a venue, it's an activity. They have 14 things we could participate in. And one of them is doing tours, being part of the tours, because the Playhouse has public tours, every 3rd Wednesday of the month. They have public tours that people can come in and they do a tour of all the theaters or whatever they're going to show you that day. And then one Monday, and I can't even tell you when that is. It's kind of like a random Monday. They do an evening tour. So the Saturday tours are in the morning, the Monday tours in the evening. So I wanted to do at least one of those tours, which I am going to do this particular Saturday. So check that off and that'll give me 8. So to me, that's a venue because it's an activity that I'm participating in. It's not a theater because it's the whole picture, see the whole thing. Plus it's helping me just to learn the theater more. Granted, they gave us a tour when I got trained, but the more I know, the more I know. So can't learn it all in one day. So it takes time. So that's a venue to me. And then one of the theaters that is a theater is not used as much, the Upper Allen. So I know that one's going to be a little bit more difficult venue to get into. But the rest of them are theaters, they're classrooms, they're studios. Those are things that actually something is going on in those venues. Even though outside, people only see the 4 or 5 that's named outside, but there's theaters within, behind, under, in the basement, in the back, that's not listed on the main drag. So people don't realize that there's actually, like I said, 13 locations that some sort of artistic performance or something is going on. So that's the goal. Our first two goals, the 100 hours and being in one of all those venues at least once. And I need to go a lot because some of them are going to be in a lot anyway, because like the state, that's going to be that's the biggest one, the biggest theater we have. So there's going to be a lot of shows, a lot of concerts, and that I'll be in there a lot. But at least one, all of them. And that's where I'm at. So I'm just grateful right now. God has already had me, like I said, did 7 already, and now number 8 is coming up to Saturday as far as a venue. So that's over half right there. So we'll see how in 2026 he's going to help enable me to finish that, because once a goal is set, it's going to happen. It's a given. I just don't know how long it's going to take, but it'll happen. So that's going to happen. So I just love this. I'm loving the opportunity to see the plays, the shows, the concerts, whatever performances are going on, the interaction with children, because some of these programs are with young people and some of these programs are school educated things. So when we first came in, we're all have to say which day we want to work on. So be devoted to, basically, to be on a team for. And my team is on a Friday evening. So I always have to wait to find out when they're going to sign our particular team on Friday evening. And then there are other opportunities to go on other days in the daytime, anything. So because they're always looking volunteers for other shows. So I have done that, and that's how I've got 12 shows in so far in a 3-month period. So there we go. So we'll see how that continues in the future, because we're only required to do 2 shows in a month. 2 shows in a month, that's nothing. So it's real easy to do. Whatever day you pick, Saturday matinee or Sunday matinee, whatever it is. Can't do Sundays because Sunday is my God time with God. So Sundays is not ever happening. So if I'm doing a Sunday, it's huge. I don't know what God has, why he had me work on a Sunday. So, because that's his time. So, but yeah, just loving this, because I love going to plays, love seeing performances, love being involved, the arts and creative things that God enables people to have the skill to do. But at the same time, I cannot afford to even be a season ticket holder for any of that. And then there's other theaters too. I just can't afford to be a season ticket holder. I can't even afford to sometimes even go to a show every now and then, because it's just not in my budget, or hasn't been in my budget. So things have changed a little bit in my finances. So I've been able to go to a couple shows lately. So I was like, okay, God is helping me out financially there. So, but as a RedCoat, then I get to see some of these shows while I'm serving, whatever that role is. And sometimes I get to see most of the show, and sometimes I get to see all the show, and sometimes I don't get to see but parts of the show, because of depending on the role I'm playing in. But I'm still in the house, and I get to see the show. So some of the shows that I really want to see, God has worked it out that I've seen most of it. Or he allowed me, if I was say I was working in the lobby or something, there was a TV there, so I got to see the first part of the show on the TV, but then saw the rest of it once I got a chance to sit down or be in the theater to see the rest of the show. So then it wasn't like I missed anything, because I didn't miss the first 10, 15 minutes of it, because I saw it on the TV. And then I got to walk in and sit down and then see the rest of the show. So that works. It still works for me. I still got to see the show. And then so there's been a lot of roles I've been in. I've been at the front door. I've been taking people to their seats. That's kind of when anytime somebody think about, I should always think of the person that takes you to the seat. Haven't been a scanner yet, and that's the one that scans your ticket in. So I don't know if that role will give it to me, because I don't even know how they assign them. I just know a lot of times they're trying to everybody get exposed to certain roles. So I don't have a clue on all that roles. I just know I've been doing several different roles since I've been here. At the worst parts I've been in, at a part where I even stood and had to hold up a sign to help people know where the end of the bathroom line is, because when people are coming out for intermission, they're like, "Where's the bathroom?" Or coming out at the end of a show, and there's what do you want to call that? It's a place where they sell merchandise. And that line is there, so people get confused of what line is the merchandise line and which line is the bathroom line. So we have people stand up going, "This is the end of the women's bathroom. Go over here if you need to go to the bathroom. Go over that line if you need." And then another person holding up, "This is the end of the merchandise line." So you're getting the right line, because lines are lines. Who wants to stand in line and then find out I'm in the wrong line? So the roles are countless. So one of the roles I really like doing, because as you know, I don't know, maybe I don't know if I mentioned this or not in my other videos, that I'm an usher at church. That's my role in church. One of my main roles in church is an usher. So I do this all the time. I'm always at the door greeting people here, welcoming them in, helping them get spiritually ready for the experience we get ready to have as we worship God. So that's my normal role. I do this all the time. And then the ushers in our church are assigned quarters, meaning 3 months at a time. Every quarter there's a different rotation of ushers. And I'm in the second usher in the second rotation. So that's April through June, April, May, June. Yeah, April, May, June, which will be coming up pretty soon. And I'm the head usher of that group of people. So I get the chance to be the head usher as we welcome people in to church. So this is what I do. I love doing that. So on the RedCoat side, when they put me at the door, I'm like, hey, this is like being at church, but a little bit on steroids because there's a whole lot more people involved, a little bit of interaction, a lot more going on. It's not just the group of people coming at the church that I go to. This is like hundreds of people coming in to see whatever show it is and all the different types of people, because it's like so many different people I'm getting exposed to because of the flavor of the show. I mean, I'm just saying, the stories I can tell already on that has just been like, wow. So this is not what I already do. So I'm like, and it's volunteer. I'm still volunteer, but in a different venue and in a uniform now. Because as an usher at church, we don't wear a uniform. We just dress with whatever we feel like wearing that day. So anyway, so now I get to be over the top as an usher. So one of the main roles I really like doing is when they have me either close to the door, any area where I'm greeting people. So, and that could be in various, it could be right at the front door, it could be right at the middle door, it could be in the lobby, it could be upstairs. So every time I've been in any of those sections, I just love that. So it's just fabulous. So the door one, I did that a couple times. And when you're at the first front door, they call that a wheelchair person, because we bring wheelchairs down so that when somebody that needs a wheelchair assistance, we can take them and roll them up to the top of the stairs, top of the location where their seats are, and then some other RedCoat will take them to their seat. So we're the ones that actually roll them from the front door to the venue inside. So done that. That's been good. I've walked people in on wheelchairs. I've helped two blind people walk them into that. And I thought that was amazing. Like, wow, they're here at a play and they both can't see. And people are looking at us like, what are they doing here? I said, when you're going to, and it was for Hell's Kitchen. So that's all music. That's a musical. You don't need to see the music. You can hear the music. You can feel the music. You don't necessarily have to see the dancing part. Because that adds to it, the dancing part of it. But the singing and the music, you can still enjoy that and still not see. So they just had to be guided through the masses, which I did, guide them through the masses to get them to their seats so that the next RedCoat can take them. So that was kind of fun, just doing that. So, but anyway, because I love to serve, and serving is just, I just love it. God gives you that gift of service, and it's just such a joy to help somebody else that needs to be served, whatever that service is. So these usher people, some people it sounded like was getting that job all the time. So in the summertime it's great. In the wintertime it might not be so great, because in the wintertime you open that door, the cold air is blasting in. So we have these special RedCoat outerwear coats that you could put on as a real coat, red and black, just like the rest of the uniform. And you stand at the door so you can stay warm because air is coming in. Sometimes some of the RedCoats actually go outside and let people in. I haven't done that. I'm like, I'm good. I mean, granted, I hike all winter long, and I'm a hiker in the winter, got my proper wear on to do that. But I'm good. I'll just stand inside the door unless I have to. So we'll see, because it's only been 3 months in. I haven't been compelled to actually stand outside. I'll stand inside with my winter coat on, RedCoat winter coat on. So I've done that. Yeah, I definitely have done that several times with my winter coat on, even pulled a hat on and everything. So this time they said we need more people to do that, because some people, it's been like a lot of people have been doing it, and I guess some people don't want to do it. I don't even know, but I know they needed more people to do this role. So they said, well, we will take some more volunteers if anybody need this, because we do need more people to do this, especially in the winter. So to do this role and to add it to our profile that we're willing to do that role. Because I know that I'm sure there's all kind of roles that I probably can't do, don't want to do, prefer not to do, whatever. And this might have been one of those. So they asked for volunteers. I put my hat in the box because I already was doing it. I'm like, I'm already doing it, just put the coat on, no big deal. I'm already, and I like greeting people at the doors, no big deal. Throw me down. And they said, okay, we're going to do a raffle for those people that volunteer and the ones that also were already doing it. We're doing a raffle because I was trying to encourage people to do this. I guess it was really hard to get folks in there. Me, I like doing it, so I missed the point. So then what happened is they got such an overwhelming response. Instead of picking one person, they said we're going to pick 5 people. I was one of those people that won the raffle. I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about it because I was just putting my name in a hat. I wasn't even thinking about winning nothing. So I'm like, okay, God, you had me be one of the 5 people that won this raffle. And I'm like, well, what kind of prize they're going to give us? Because we're just volunteers. I'm just saying, we're not getting paid for this. This is just fun. We're just serving, just helping out Playhouse. So what it was, they gave us 2 free tickets to Stereophonic. That play was so good. Don't let people tell you that play is not good. Don't take the opinion of everybody. You need to see this play. It is so good. But it's a play. It's not a musical. It's not what would that be? A concert. Okay, so it's a play. You got to pay attention. The storylines are fabulous. Oh my gosh. I'm going to actually put a link down because I just did a review on my other blog, and I'll just put that link down here, and then you can read that whole review about how we loved it. It was great. Even though I've heard a lot of people say they hated it. Or they decided not to go, trying to sell their tickets because they heard it was a bust. Like, are you kidding? This is an award-winning play. Gotta see it. And they're still there maybe for another couple of weeks. So if you still can get in there and get you one of them tickets, man, just be ready. It's a play. Pay attention. I'm just saying, it's not a concert. It's not a musical. So it's kind of loosely based on Fleetwood Mac. So it's really good. It's really good. You got to see it. So anyway, I thought I digress here. But that's part of being a RedCoat. So that's because I saw it for free because I won the tickets for that. Me and my husband, they gave us low seats. The seats was wonderful. They were so wonderful. Got to be really close. That was really nice. And then I get to serve as a RedCoat doing that same play this Friday. So I'll be there working. So I just went, I don't care if I see any of it or not because I just saw it. It was great. So I was going to be serving, doing whatever it is they want me to do for this Friday. So can't wait just to be there to serve because I thought that part is fun. And then in addition to the tickets, they gave us a hat, scarf, and gloves that had Playhouse Square on it. So I'm definitely going to be using the hat, gloves, and scarves the next time they have me down as a what did I just say? What did I just call it? A walker, verbiage. The wheelchair person at the door, so I can have my hands covered and go with the outfit. So I'm all good to go. It was a nice set. In fact, the picture of me with that hat and glove set should be the cover for this one anyway. You'll see that. So I'm going to be wearing that whenever they sign me again. Now watch, they probably won't sign me again. I won't get a chance to wear it until who knows. But we'll say we got a ton of winter. We got 2 more months to go. 3 or 4 more months to go. You know how it is in Cleveland. It could have snow in June. But anyway, so this is so good. Just enjoying the first 3 months of being a RedCoat, serving and helping and getting the desire of my heart. Not a bucket list. It's been a desire of my heart that he has just gave me. And then on one of those days, he even provided protection because of the fact that I was a RedCoat, I was leaving from another concert. This one is a concert. It was a concert about Elvis, and we were giving a tribute to him because he turned 90 years old that day, if he had still been alive. And I was all hyped up about that when I left there. And then coming from there, long story short, I had a flat tire on the highway, and how God got me off the freeway into a church parking lot. I'm going to add that link on there too, so you can read that later because that's just more detail about, that was scary. But if it wasn't for the fact that I was a RedCoat, I would not have been in a situation of driving. So it's always interesting how God puts me in these strange situations, all these different crazy trials, so I could just see his power, his protection for whatever that is. So I don't know how he's using that story about this tire that went flat. I don't even want to get into that story because it's just too much to talk about. So read the link. And then you can see more details about that car situation because it's been a lot. All because I'm a RedCoat. So that's all I'm doing here. Just giving you a quick update on how I'm still loving being a RedCoat, how I have these goals to get the 100 hours, to be in every venue on 14 venues at least once. And then the other goals that I also am thinking about that's already in my head that I wonder where God is going to take me with as a RedCoat. And even that he's told me, but there could be more that I don't even know because he's always doing something. He's always doing something more than I can imagine. And then I get there like, wait, I just was thinking about, I wanted to do this and you got me doing this and that and the other or whatever this happened or whatever. You gave me this and blah, blah, blah. So I can't wait to see what the bigger picture is of why I have to be a RedCoat now, decades later than I first desired to do this. So let me just give you the 2 scriptures real quick so we can get off of here. I'm supposed to be making this quick, short, and here we are up to 20 minutes. All right, so let's look at Psalms 31 where it says, take delight in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. You know, the Lord is one who's giving you desires of your heart anyway. So anytime you have a desire, follow that desire. He gave you that desire for a reason. Don't just, oh, wow, I would love to be I don't know what that is, but how could I have it? I can't do it. If God gave you a desire, it's happening. You just got to get in there and follow his plan. And then and that's in Psalms 37:4. And then Ephesians 3:20-21. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is in work within us, to him be the glory. To him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus throughout all generations forever and ever. Because he's the one that's master planning everything. He's the one in control. Whatever plan he has for you, follow it because he's doing something bigger than you even imagined. It is amazing. It will be. So this one, I just want to add, I had this actually with the piece with the car situation, so it's a little longer. It's 1 Peter 1:3-9 and how he protected me in this car situation. And it says, praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. In his great mercy, he has given us new birth into a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead and into an inheritance that can never perish, spoil, or fade. This inheritance is kept in heaven for you, who through faith are shielded by God's power until the coming of the salvation that is ready to be revealed in the last time. In all this, you greatly rejoice, though now for a little while you may have to suffer grief and all kinds of trials. These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith, of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed. Though you haven't seen him, you love him, and even though you do not see him now, you believe in him and are filled with an inexpressible and glorious joy, for you're receiving the end result of your faith, the salvation of your souls. 1 Peter 1:3-9. So let me get on off of here. So because I got to get ready to go to a first aid class as a trail ambassador. So we'll talk next Monday about something else. See you later.